I am gradually disappointed on Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I am gradually disappointed because if you as a president of a nation, and you don't even have your final say on the people you think you are ruling or people you have around you, I'm highly disappointed.
Right now, a lot of people are complaining about this short stay of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the president of Nigeria. I do not know if those who are aggrieved are obedient or articulated. Well, regardless of what party you voted for, who you rooted for, APC, PDP, Labour Party, whatever it is that happens in any government will affect everyone. If you like, be a Christian, Muslim, whatever it is. Now, there is this fuel subsidy that has been there. Is it that one government is taking it away and that and many other hardship? Some countries are even saying they do not want to trade in dollars because trading in dollars is simply giving America that superpower and also improving and increasing their economy. There's nothing else. If you want to buy and you are trading in dollars, if you want to buy something in America, then you can pay their currency in their currency. Same way an American will come into Nigeria and pay in naira for commodities. Dollars is no longer. We are seeing countries calling themselves BRIC nations coming up with this idea. And this brings back this gold for this, like trade and barter, gold for crude oil, gold for the resources in Africa. And this was something that Gaddafi wanted to initiate until his demise. Now, let us come back. Nigeria has crude oil. We do not have refineries that are really functioning. So crude oil has to be exported out and the finished product will be brought in. Well, Bola Ahmed Tinubu stepped in and took away this. He said, enough of fuel subsidy. In fact, that is what he came to utter to Nigerians at the beginning. No subsidy anymore. Now, a lot of people do not understand this concept of subsidy and what it does to criminals, because when you come up with something to help the populace, you also need to look at certain groups of cabals, criminals, human beings who will come up with ideas of how other people who are the rightful owners, people who are supposed to enjoy that subsidy, people that the government created that subsidy for, who are the owners and the beneficiaries of that subsidy. They will not allow that. What they do is to buy the petroleum products using that subsidy that has been put on it. They take this and go to sell outside. And government does not want this. Government wants to sell to, let's say, Ghana, Togo, and many other countries at the fuel price that they want. For example, government say per liter, we are going to sell to Ghana for 1,000 naira. But Nigerians can buy this petroleum product for 400 naira because subsidy of 600 naira has been put on it. You see criminals who will take this for, pass it through the back door, take it to Ghana to sell for 1,000 naira, thereby shorting the government, apart from money that has been stolen right, left, and center. Well, there are people who are upset right now. They are angry. They say that this is not the plan of the government with them. I'm talking about APC members, and we are going to listen to one of them who is talking about. He said, Bola Ahmed Tinubu should stand his feet, stamp it hard on the ground. Bola Ahmed Tinubu met with marketers, petroleum product marketers, and all of those who are into this and stakeholders. He met with them, and something happened. There is this rush to quickly, kind of store petroleum products and hoard it and all of that. And this has resulted into hardship and crisis all over. These are the problems that we need to look into. When you come up with a policy, you should know. Same way Naira was taken out of circulation, something happened behind the scene. Certain individuals started hoarding. It became a business to them. Let us hoard it because we don't know. Government should begin to work more. Let us listen to what this man has to say and we'll talk more.
You said you remove fuel subsidy, and the agreement is that the fuel subsidy paid to the ending of July. Fine. You had a meeting with all the marketers. You had a meeting with people around you based on this subsidy issue. But after this else, they are still selling the fuel at rate of 520 naira. Who is collecting those money? Who is the marketers that release the fuel to people on high rate without your consent? You as a president, you stay in the office for more than 3 weeks now, and you don't even have a final say in the beginning of your regime. Is it when you stay 3 months, 4 months, when people get to know your weakening point? Is it when you stay a year, when people now understand your interest? Is that the time you are going to have a final say on your people? Because I don't understand. If a marketer thought they were bigger than you as a president of a nation after you had a meeting with them, so what you are trying to say now, that when you had a meeting with them, these people dictate for you as a president that, oh, sir, despite the fact of all these meetings, so we were going to sell the full at rate of 520 naira. Is that what you agree with them? But this is a broad daylight stealing. And me, as far as I'm concerned, seeing you as a president, because I know how powerful you are, I know how you can make a decision for your people, and they have no choice than to listen to you. You are the president. Anything that happens to masses in this country, we will surely ask you as a president of a nation. Let me tell you, there are some people you don't know. They use their life to campaign for you. As I'm talking to you now, there are some certain places in Lagos State here that I cannot get to just because I'm using my life to campaign for you. Upon all this stress and pains I'm going through, at the end of the day, I'm still seeing my people buying fuel at rate of 520 naira. And the deal settled, the subsidy was paid till end of July. We are seeing in June, my people are buying the fuel. And you as a new president in the office, you are not saying anything. Are you conniving with these people to frustrate masses? Sir, we all drive away from Peter Obi just because we realize that he's a pretender. So if we are not driving away from Peter Obi just because he's a pretender, and the road we were facing now, we were discovered that same person that we believe that is going to for masses is the same people is a pretender to us. Sir, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, don't dare us in this country, don't dare us. Some people are not eating. Some people they cannot walk freely just because they are campaigning for you. They use their life to campaign for you. Sir, you can send us to prison, you can do anything, you can arrest us, but we will never let you rest. If you continue selling food at the rate of 520 naira and you are not saying anything, we use our life to campaign for you. We do have free movement just because we are campaigning for you. Now you are frustrating us. We need to talk at this point. If you don't have a final say on the marketers to tell them they should stop selling food at the rate of 520 naira after 3 weeks in the office. Sir, I am highly disappointed in you. I am highly disappointed in you because I thought after the meeting, you are going to instruct them to sell the fuel at 185 naira till ending of July before you decide on what to do. But as I'm talking to you now, we were saying you played the same role of Buhari, because we all know that when they dictate for Buhari, they tell Buhari what to do. Now same thing is happening to you, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Let me tell you, we are ready to die with your neck. We will drag with you because we use our life to campaign for you, and we will never exist.
Welcome back. Welcome back. You heard him. You heard what he said. Now, like I said at the beginning of this video, I said there are certain things that we need to understand. But what I see is the lacuna of the government. It's not as if they don't know. They do know, but the enforcement of it is the problem. Before Tinubu uttered that statement, he should have made sure to call those marketers and instruct them. Or maybe he did this as an afterthought, having so much on his mind. Call them, instruct them, and tell them, look, this is what is going to happen. This is what is going to happen. Woe betides anyone who goes behind to hoard petroleum products and make it scarce. This petroleum product A and B and C is available here and there. We have collected it. That is why some governors came up saying that any petrol station that closes and does not pump, this and that will happen. We are talking about cartel, people who have so much money. They've been into this business for a long time, but the power of the government is much more than any businessman. That is the truth. Government can crush a businessman government can raise a businessman. There's nothing government cannot do. And I think that's the reason why you saw a lot happen before and it is still happening now. Enforcement. Government needs to think. It's the same problem that we had when Buhari shut the borders that Tinubu has opened for certain, commodities. They said they have empowered certain farmers. Have they secured those farmers who cannot go to do their daily activities because of the criminal and business activities of terrorism and the military? There is a lot going on. Many of them will have to pay to those bandits. It is real. So these are the things that government needs to look at in Nigeria. It seems the problems we have in Nigeria, regardless of whatever it is, follows the same pattern. It is the same pattern, the same thing, always. So we cannot say those who are at the ends of affair or those who are involved in it do not know about it. They do know about it. Everyone is hoping that Tinubu will do the right thing. Tinubu will make sure that petroleum products, apart from taking off subsidy, is available for all. He believes that taking off the subsidy will put an end to those who go behind the scene to sell this petroleum product, as they will not be making any humongous benefit or make money from it. That is his own idea of it. Like, you know what? This is the only way out of it. We cannot in any way block the sale of petroleum products to those neighboring countries by criminals who will take advantage of subsidy. So the only way to stop this is to put an end to subsidy, and let's see how it goes. So I don't know. What are your own opinion about this? Do you think that the removal of subsidy is the solution, final solution to this? And also, don't you think that the government should stamp its foot down on petroleum marketers to make sure that their licenses are taken away from them if they refuse to sell petroleum products? If they decide to hoard it and say, no, we don't have. No, everything should be documented. Everything should be computerized. You cannot say you don't have. Everything should be put out there. There is no monopoly about it. You cannot in any way try to hoard petroleum products so that there will be this stampede. They are also trying to pressure the federal government by hoarding it. When people cry and shout, maybe the federal government will now bow. They've seen several governments come and go. So they believe that if they do this, Tinubu will bow and begin to introduce fuel subsidy, and it will be business as usual. They will start taking these petroleum products at a certain price in Nigeria, and they will take it outside to sell at a higher price and make money off from it. I don't know if I make sense to you. What do you think is the solution? Drop your comment, like and share, subscribe to this channel. See you in the next update.